30 years ago, on December 14, 1995, the Dayton Peace Agreement, also known as the Dayton Accords, was signed at a ceremony in Paris. It brought an end to the Bosnian War, one of the bloodiest conflicts in Europe since World War II.
Kada vidimo ono što se zbiva u Ukrajini, kada vidimo ono što se dešavalo u Gazi, dakle mir je zaista prvi i osnovni uslov da bismo bilo šta mogli postići u životu. Dakle, zaista s te strane moram odati priznanje autorima Daytona jer su donijeli neizostavno mir.
But what is the Dayton Peace Agreement and how was it reached? In the midst of the breakup of Yugoslavia in the early 1990s, Bosnia and Herzegovina, a republic made up of ethnic Bosniaks, Serbs and Croats, declared independence on March 3, 1992. War broke out almost immediately. The ensuing conflict was brutal and complex. Bosnian Serb forces, which were backed by neighbouring Serbia, sought to create ethnically homogeneous territories, while the Bosniaks and Bosnian Croats fought to defend their own areas. In the 3 years that followed, over 100,000 people were killed and around 2 million displaced, nearly half of the country's population. The turning point of the war came in early July 1995 in the small eastern Bosnian town of Srebrenica. The UN had declared the town a safe area, which meant that thousands of Bosniaks flocked there in search of refuge. Over the course of just a few days, Bosnian Serb troops killed more than 8,000 Bosniak men and boys in what international courts later ruled was a genocide. The massacre shocked the world. It also exposed the shortcomings of the international peacekeeping forces in Bosnia and pushed Western governments to take action. Soon after Srebrenica, NATO, supported by the ground operations of the United Nations Protection Force, launched airstrikes against the Bosnian Serb positions. The offensive led to the leaders of Bosnia and Herzegovina, Croatia and Serbia agreeing to meet for peace negotiations at a US military base in Dayton, Ohio.
The parties have pledged to cooperate fully with a NATO-led peace implementation force and to ensure the safety of its personnel.
An agreement that ended the Bosnian War was reached in Dayton on November 21st and formally signed in Paris on December 14th, 1995. The agreement, accepted by all parties, stipulated that Bosnia and Herzegovina would be made up of two entities: the Federation of Bosnia and Herzegovina, which is mostly inhabited by Bosniaks and Bosnian Croats, and Republika Srpska, which is predominantly populated by Bosnian Serbs.
Nažalost, na ovim područjima 30 godina Daytona situacija se ništa nije poboljšala, nego nasuprot postala je još lošija nego što je bila. Mnogi mladi su se iselili, kompletne obitelji su napustile ova područja zbog toga što ne postoji ekonomska, to jest zbog ekonomskih situacije.
Dakle, dobili smo mir, ali na ekonomskom aspektu nismo uopšte napredovali. Dakle, bojim se da iz tog razloga veliki broj omladine jednostavno napušta naš grad i traži sreću u nekoj trećoj zemlji.
30 years after Dayton, there is still peace in Bosnia and Herzegovina. But while the highly complex political system created by the agreement stopped hostilities, it didn't put an end to ethnic divisions and separatist tendencies or allow the country to truly prosper. The country's economy is currently one of the weakest in Europe, and its high rate of unemployment is a major problem. Bosnia and Herzegovina is keen to join the European Union, but significant reforms will have to be introduced before accession becomes a reality. In short, while peace prevails, Bosnia and Herzegovina is still searching for a way to overcome the bitter divisions created by the war and move forward in prosperity.